The Undertaker has been a wrestling fan since childhood, but taking the stage at MSG wasn't always his goal. Like most of us, he had to pivot, and he started in a place that was very different.
We're talking about late 80s, and I'm 6'8", 6'9", and 245, which at that time's a big basketball player.
Sounds big to me.
It's a big basketball player. I thought I was gonna try and play some pro ball in Europe.
And you were a good basketball player.
I was a fairly good basketball player. And I had a full ride scholarship. All I had to do was go to school and play basketball. That's all I had to do. But I got the bug, right? I got the wrestling bug. I was a huge wrestling fan as a kid. So now I'm kind of catching up and I'm watching again and I'm looking and I'm like, well, there's nobody my size that moves that's athletic. Like, maybe, you know, interesting.
So you went to a camp? Or no?
Well, sorta.
Okay.
I paid my money to go to a camp and to show up to Buzz Sawyer, his house. I'll never forget, there's like 20 guys standing out. We're in a neighborhood. Like, we're not in a building
You're in a
anywhere.
cul-de-sac.
We're in a cul-de-sac, exactly. So I go knock on the door, nothing. Knock a little harder. Finally, the front door swings open. There stands Buzz, butt naked, just standing there like, what the hell do you want? And I'm like, we're here to train today.
All of us?
All of us? Yeah, that's what I put. We're here to train. This was Thursday. We started. So it's Tuesday. We show up. Now, half the guys are not
Coming back.
Yeah, half the guys don't come back, right? And I'm asking him every time, like, do you have a wrestling ring anywhere? He's like, yeah, of course I've got a wrestling ring. I'm just waiting on a part. I think it was the next time that I come back, I go to the house, I'm knocking on the door, nothing, no answer.
No.
Yeah, he had moved on to a different territory. This is the territory.
And he just took everybody's money.
He just took everybody's money. He never got that one part to the wrestling ring.
No, I'm sure that didn't come.
Yeah.
Eventually, Taker did get to train. He got his first big break in another historic venue, one he spent time in as a fan, the Dallas Sportatorium. New talent didn't choose their names, they were given their names. And The Undertaker, well, he became Texas Red. For sure a name given because of his red hair that was subsequently covered up by a mask. And his first opponent? A legend in the business who unfortunately lived up to his moniker, Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser Brody with Texas Red. Here he goes.
Well, you can only go up from there, and that's what The Undertaker did.
A fighting machine, being marked.
He paid his dues, spending time in multiple wrestling promotions, with his size and athleticism eventually catching the eye of New York, and WWE came calling.
One day the phone rings. Is this The Undertaker? And it took me a second to process, like, what? Yes, sir, yes, this is The Undertaker. 2 days later, I was in Connecticut, and they were showing me the storyboards and the likeness. So the original Undertaker was based on an old Western-style Undertaker. Vince had this character in his head, but he just couldn't find the guy that he thought would pull it off. You know, I enjoy having a good time as much as anybody else, but there's also like that little dark, macabre side to me. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
In November of 1990, The Undertaker was brought to life.
Holy cow! Look at the size of that ham hock!
320 pounds, looks to be 6'9", 6'10", somewhere in that neighborhood.
Known as the Deadman, his unique size and style captivated the WWE Universe immediately.
It was kind of a perfect storm. You have to kind of look back to where the product was when I come onto the scene. You had characters that were fun-loving and over the top, and then you had this character come in that was dark, he was scary, talked about taking your soul.